And we got Ed and Master Raven, so ooh. And Sheik also is a pretty unusual character, so we're going to see how this starts
Yeah,
off.
especially in doubles. This should be very interesting. This is going to be a bit of an oddball of a set, if you ask me. Here.
I definitely agree.
We got Sheik, Falco, Lucas, and Meta Knight. This should definitely be.
Now, Sheik has some ridiculous F-tilt locks on Lucas. I know that for a fact. He can grab, release, F-tilt, grab, release, F-tilt. That's broken. And then an F-tilt on Falco is, well, it can kill possibly if it's still right. So I'm really looking at their team synergy since they can both die if left alone too long to play out.
And I just want to see the team mechanic between Mekos and Larry, Def, if you will. Just because I want to see what they're looking for. Like we said, it's so interesting to see why Mekos teams with people. Maybe it's the spacing, maybe it's just they have really good team combos, but there has to be a primary reason that these two are like, look, we need to team this up at Apex.
And also, I feel like Meta Knight really dominates both of these characters, so I'm curious, depending if this game doesn't go so well, maybe Larry could switch. He does have a really good Meta Knight. Most people have a pocket Meta Knight, but either way, we're right into it. This is a pretty even game.
Yeah, and it's been very cluster-oriented thus far. Everyone in very close proximity. The tornado seeming to hit all three. Yeah, everything.
But honestly, that's a good trade for blue team. You know, you deal twice as much damage if you hit 3 characters at the end of the day.
Great recovery there by Ed just a second ago. I really thought that Larry was going to have him edge-hogged out, but as always,
oh
Ed,
my God, very poor decision by both players. I guess they were just not in sync. And Sheik opting not to grab release Lucas, seeing that Larry was quite ready to end that.
Funny enough, Ed's get-up attack getting Master Raven out of the chain grab there. Not the exact way you want to get out, but I don't think anyone's complaining about getting out of a chain grab in the first place.
And I really have to admire Larry's patience right there. He really knows that Master Raven's a very aggressive Meta Knight, very attack-oriented, as we can see right there. And before to kill his stock, he really just held shield. And they're both shielding next to each other, but he knew Master Raven would just throw out an attack, and they just waited a long time. So I'm looking to see, because Falco with a hard time killing, and Lucas definitely not, was a positive matchup on Meta Knight, if he's going to still abuse those habits later.
Now, I mean, as of right now, I definitely agree with that, but it seems like blue team's biggest issue is beating each other up. I mean, I'm pretty sure Master Raven has killed Ed twice already, and Ed's down to 1 stock, so this is going to be a rough scenario for blue team.
I think blue team's main problem is that they don't really have a person that's formulated to be on point.
Yes.
They don't have, and in the clusters, Mekos and Larry, that's what their characters kind of strive for. Falco has a ridiculous jab, he wants to box, and Mekos is, well, he's Mekos.
Yeah.
So I really feel like if they're going to have Ed back up Master Raven and shoot needles while Master Raven does his thing, then go
oh my God, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Nope,
did you see
that was
Mekos absolutely controlled Ed there. That was so OD. Made it look like he was playing singles.
Broken.
Oh, man. I mean, I got to give it to Mekos, though. He has controlled a lot in this matchup. Larry doing a solid job as always, but Mekos has been everywhere, and there has not been Master Raven and Ed have not found an answer to Mekos' attack-oriented strategy right now.
Not at all. And I felt like Master Raven really hasn't been able to do with Larry's shield, as I said earlier, this whole game. He hasn't really. And honestly, blue team's punishes just haven't been that strong. Ed will get grabbed. Oh my God. But the Dacus will end stocks.
Yep, Ed finally got that too. As always, we see. Oh wow! And he just came across, and Larry is laughing so hard right now because he cannot believe the sheer lack of respect that just occurred.
He just said, "Just do it."
That's Ed, though. That's Ed, 110%.
And you saw he was really hoping Larry would go for the ledge there because
you know Larry was laughing at that. He was like, "Nah, come on now.
Please, I'll take the damage. Mekos has me."
But so pretty impressive by blue team to bring it this close back. Ed putting 2 heavy Dacuses down and getting an opportunity here.
Yep. And Larry missing an up smash. That really could have closed out the game. Sheik 2v1ing anything isn't that fun.
And Ed just Dacusing everywhere. He does not care if it's stale. He does not care if it's out of power. He is just Dacusing for the sake of Dacusing. Gotta love Ed.
Now, I'm curious if he has a plan going into this or if he's just trying to wait it out, build some damage at Dacus.
Now, my big worry is here, the one thing I have noticed, and I guess there is a bit of team synergy there between Falco and Lucas, but not as much as we're used to seeing, especially after watching Esam and Mekos team up for that massive team heal.
Oh my God.
But the one thing I did notice about Larry and Mekos together was that they have a very interesting offense. Since Falco is very strong. They're doing like a side-by-side. They'll get a player stuck in between them shielding, and they both pick heavy-duty shield options. You'll see Larry.
Those jabs, Mekos' nairs.
Exactly.
Nares
And that's what it is. You get Falco nairs, Falco dares, Lucas nairs, Lucas fares, all these on shield, and before you know it, the center player has no shield left, and they're dealing with Falco and Lucas just going off on your shield. It can't be fun times.
Not at all. Nice by Ed to stop Master Raven from getting chain grab.
Yeah, Ed definitely seeming to be paying attention pretty heavily, as we saw last round. Had that spacing for that Dacus and that timing down multiple times, bringing back that game so close.
And I'm really looking for Ed to kind of take more of a backwards roll. He's not going to be able to outbox Falco's jab. It just doesn't have the same sort of priority. And I feel like Master Raven just needs to take point, take control of everything. He does have Meta Knight. He has an aggressive style. He uses Tornado wonderfully, and he just needs to just abuse that in my opinion.
That seems like it's been the weakest point for the blue team, is that Master Raven seems to like he's been struggling, as we said before. There weren't rolls really set up beforehand, and since there's no one set at the point, Master Raven's struggling to figure out where he comes into the equation.
Either way, beautiful up smash by Larry. Sheik dying early as always. And I feel like they're just kind of feeling each other out at the moment. Ed's just kind of hanging back saying, let me hold this, I don't want to die early.
And Larry and Mekos opting for that stay close to your teammate to look for the most double teams you can possibly get.
Yep, and once again, oh my god.
Man.
That was actually, that's 30% or so. That was a good heal. Like 30% isn't a lot in comparison to what Pikachu could do.
But taking a free 30% is never a bad thing either, so. I had a feeling Master Raven was going to get hit there too. Was not watching out for Mekos. Straight there.
Ed may not recover. Well, good job to Master Raven for covering that. And I kind of like how Larry will play back while Mekos is playing point, and he'll just shoot lasers above or below Mekos, and they just kind of know where when the lasers are coming. And once again, adding to that shield pressure style we were talking about earlier.
And it really is crazy. You see it, Mekos is perfectly height-sized, but even right there, that little single laser just glazing the little pompadour haircut on Lucas.
And Larry's almost living.
Trying to say we living, but unfortunately didn't make it out to say it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, triple downers.
Oh, look at it. Oh, wow, there's a little team.
That is pretty,
Wow, so Mekos and Larry clearly popping off right now, looking to close it out.
That is it. That is actually really
I think
broken.
the theme of Mekos and Larry's team is disrespect. I think that's why we saw Ed get so many Dacuses. He was genuinely mad. He's like, you guys are disrespecting so hard right now. Too much, man.
I'm really curious if they're just going to go with the whole double projectile plan, or if they're just going to say, you know what, let's have fun, let's just do a bunch of down air, she'll pressure you, win that way.
I mean, at this point, I'm just wondering if Master Raven's going to end up rage quitting this, because this is infuriating to watch. You land, and both sides of your shield are immediately being assaulted. Like, you just see, if you have a shield, you better not be using it, because you're going to get stuck in it for, like, this is 64.
Oh my, 64 is, no words.
Yeah.
No words.
The realist. Up in here.
And here we go. And even if you shield I feel like Master Raven, he's trying, but I think in his heart he knows.
It's Mekos and Larry right now. They are definitely demonstrating their player prowess. But no, to be honest, Master Raven has been extending this out. You know, he has been playing out, but that 140% makes it hard to get behind him.
Woo!
And that's why, because he is waiting to die.
And I'm surprised that up tilt didn't kill. That usually kills around.
That looked like a bit of good correctional DI. You started to see him go up, and then he faded a little bit to the left. So, nice attempt there by Ed and Master Raven, but unfortunately, Mekos and Larry too strong.
That second game was they were so much better in control.
Very